path I walk, the crow flies it. May the land in which I am be with no sorrow.
Crowmother, the nomad is coming.
Welcome, I'm Dalano Barnes. Please, take a seat. You've come a long way, but you're home now. Home with us, with the crows. Okay, so who are we? We're a small community of people looking to make a feature-length film amongst crows. The film follows a nomad rescued by a crow-worshipping cult residing in the deep abandoned countryside of Cornwall, looking to leave as soon as he possibly can until he meets their leader and begins to think he's falling deeply in love. I'm a freelance music video director and editor. I released my first live-action short film, The Man Behind the Machine, in 2023, which won me a couple of awards. I have been involved in media, advertising and film for basically all of my life, and I will be involved in film for the rest of my life. I was born and raised in Cornwall, however, I do now reside in London. I finished writing the script earlier this year and have done a lot of revisions to it. Since then, I've been putting together people to help me make this film. Firstly, I went down the route of trying to get producers on board, but a lot of them wanted to do their own thing to the script. So to keep the integrity of the story, I've decided I'm just going to make it myself. However, to make a film, you need a lot of money for cast, for crew, for equipment, for locations and so on. And this is where I need your help. We shot the concept trailer last year and that helped build the foundation for the feature film. I then rewrote the script and made the story a lot more contained. Minimal locations, minimal cast, and we're going to use the open countryside of Cornwall, and a lot of the money is going to be used towards getting everyone down into Cornwall and pay for their talents and time. So who have I gathered so far? On visuals, we have Lingjaerde, who has helped craft the world of all of my music videos and films and will be helping me continue to do so on Amongst Crows. For the original score, we have Keith Merrill, who is composing the soundtrack to create a beautiful and lonely atmosphere. We had Samantha Hobart, who designed the eerie and ominous crow masks and robes that you saw in the concept trailer. Playing the leader of the cult, the Crowmother, is Lydia Helen, who you might recognise from my last film, The Man Behind the Machine.
The soulless, on their pilgrimage, journeying to the great recycle.
Hi, my name is Lydia Helen. I'm an actress and a writer, and I'm playing the role of Crowmother in Amongst Crows. First of all, I don't usually dress like this or sit in parlours, but I'm filming a period drama in upstate New York, so just finding a little bit of time between takes to make this video. So I have been with this role for a really long time, since the beginning, since the very first draft. I worked with Dalano on his short film called The Man Behind the Machine, and I played a malfunctioning android called Xander. And from then, Dalano very kindly thought of me for the role and wrote the role of Crowmother with me in mind, which as an actor is just so amazing when a director and a writer write something for you and around you. So that was just incredible. And I've been with Crowmother since draft one, so I've seen her progress and grow, and I've worked with Dalano on the scripts and the character and building the relationships between Nomad and Crowmother and the rest of the crows, and really enriching the world. That's been such an amazing process to be a part of. It is such an incredible script. It's such an interesting concept. The fact that you have the post-apocalyptic genre coming together with the folk horror genre and melding these together and creating something so unique. It's such a unique and special film, and I can't wait for you all to hear more about it.
So why us? Why should we be trusted with your money? Firstly, I have a personal connection to the script, and I parted with my soul when writing those words. And I believe we are the only people who should be responsible with turning that into a visual medium. Everyone here has a great respect for the art of filmmaking, and we will carry that respect into making this film. The films I love are mysterious, heavy on emotion, don't always have a false happy ending, and they have a little bit of surrealism to them. And that is the type of film that I'm trying to make here. Cornwall is also going to be represented in the film, and while sometimes its beauty is shown in Game of Thrones or Pirates of the Caribbean, I also want to show the other side of Cornwall, which as a Cornishman is the loneliness and the feelings of being trapped and the wilderness to it. And I want to be able to bring that into this film. So if you honour us with your help into making this film, we will honour you back into making the greatest film that we possibly can. So what do we do now? You can pledge any amount that you would like, which can grant you a digital copy of the film, to having your own Crow mask, to becoming an executive producer of the entire feature. All you have to do is visit the Kickstarter page and put any amount that you can afford. I want to thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again.